Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year 2020, the year of vision, positive vision. That's what I'm calling it. Anyway, before we get into the next video, I just wanted to remind you, if you like the content and the information, hit that subscribe button, click on that little bell icon, that way you get notified when I post new videos, or you can hit that little watermark picture of me and my beautiful wife down there in the corner. That'll get you subscribed too. With that being said, let's get down to it. Just like the title says, Uber pool needs new rules. That's simple. And I would say Lyft does too. The only positive thing about a pool ride, if you accidentally accept one, or accept one because there's just nothing happening and that was the only ride request you've gotten in the last hour, excuse me, is the fact that we only have to wait 2 minutes, and if the rider doesn't show up, we get a cancellation fee. But let's start with that. Lyft, if the passenger doesn't show up, whether it's a shared ride or a regular economy ride or what have you, when the timer times out, the passenger on Lyft gets charged $5 and the driver makes $5. So it's a wash. Way to go, Lyft. At least you're being fair on that one point with your drivers. Uber, however, gives you $3.75, yet they still charge the passenger $5. So they're making money even on the cancellations. Not real fair. I just got off of an Uber pool ride that got thrown into my queue, and I wasn't paying attention, and I wound up just hitting the accept button. And then, of course, once I dropped off my first passenger and looked down and went pool ride, well, my own fault for not paying attention, I guess. So, this pool ride went 1.9 miles. 1.9 miles. Minimum fare. At 1:15 in the morning. I don't know how many people are going to, what the chances are of picking up another passenger, but you don't even get the full fare for any additional passengers to begin with. You get, 95 cents or something like that, or whatever it may be. I don't even know if you get the minimum fare. I'm not real familiar with pool rides on Uber, with the respect that any pool ride that you get into is like putting your hand in a blender and hoping that somebody doesn't push the button. I mean, it's literally just a pile of, it's a bucket of crap that you're just hoping somebody doesn't light a stick of dynamite and throw it in there and it just explodes, because you've got all these different people and different attitudes, and maybe somebody's in a great mood, maybe somebody's in a pissed off mood, and maybe somebody's drunk. I mean, you're just mixing up a bunch of bad stuff, and as a driver, is the last thing we want to deal with is problematic passengers. So, two things that I think would be key to having pool and shared rides be beneficial. The first one, if you're going to use a pool, or if you're going to request a pool ride, and let me back up just a second. From where I'm at to my home, if I order an Uber X, it's going to cost me $6.40 for that ride to get from here to my home. If I order an Uber pool from the same place I'm at now to go home, I'm going to save, ready for this one? 30 cents. Really? 30 cents. Well, I mean, just to give some of the passengers the benefit of the doubt, okay, I get it. It is a little cheaper, and, maybe that's what you got, and it's understandable. But, again, Uber pool needs to change the rules. And I believe Lyft should too. And it's just two simple changes, and I think pool would be accepted just a little more, and maybe not so putting the driver in such an awkward spot. First change, if you're going to use a pool ride, that ride should be a minimum of 10 miles. 10 miles, yes. Because, it's at least at that point, you have the option to maybe pick up another passenger, and maybe maybe it will be worth it to the drivers to actually accept pool rides if there's a minimum of 10 miles there, because at that point at least it's a decent fare. Second rule they should change: Uber pool is like carpool, Lyft shared is like carpool. Limit the hours that you can use pool to rush hour, 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 2:30 to 7:30 p.m. The heart of the AM rush hour and the heart of the PM rush hour. Those are the only times that pool rides should be allowed. I mean, again, who in the world is going to, order a pool ride for less than 2 miles at 1:15 in the morning and expect to, pick up another passenger? The odds of that happening are about 1 in, I don't know, none, or 1 in a million. Who knows? So, with that being said, just a little quick snippet. I would love to see your comments down below about what you think about pool rides. Whether you agree that a couple of simple changes, a 10-mile minimum, and the not being able to use it except during rush hour. I mean, to me, it makes sense. But again, just my opinion. So, with that being said, again, happy 2020. Looking forward to a good year. Yes, that is a pun and a really cheap plug. But anyway, with that being said, everybody, again, happy New Year. Be safe, be professional, keep it real, and as always, drive on.